My name's Fred Schaub. I'm an assistant state attorney, felony division chief at the state attorney's office. I've been an adjunct professor at Stetson for 34 years. I oversee the Prosecution Clinic with Bernie McCabe. He's the state attorney of the 6th Judicial Circuit, and he was a former clinic student himself at Stetson, and he's on the board of overseers at Stetson University College of Law. Well, first of all, Stetson is a trial advocacy school. We're the best in the country. So the next step in learning to be a trial lawyer is to actually practice it in a courtroom and get in the courtroom and actually practice the stuff that you've been learning in the classroom. You know, you take your trial ad, you learn your evidence and all those things. Now take it into the real world and you have an opportunity to stand on your feet in a real courtroom in front of real jurors, in front of real judges, and practice law that you've been learning in the classroom.
Having the idea of what a prosecutor does and then going through the clinic and seeing the actual process and what it takes to do the job, that confirmed the dream for me. Having the opportunity to see real cases and to see the fact patterns and to know that these are cases that mean things to the people of the state, and to have the opportunity to stand up and be their voice in the courtroom, that's what makes it all worthwhile.
Well, we have a classroom component with the Prosecution Clinic. We meet once a week on the campus at Stetson, where we bring in speakers from the outside to talk about some of the things in the criminal justice system. For example, we'll have a criminal defense attorney that'll come in and talk to our students about how prosecution and criminal defense lawyers have to work together for the criminal justice system to work.
I guess the biggest skill in dealing with the clinic is being able to work with people. Those are one of the things that they don't really teach you about in law schools. Your relationships with the court, your relationships with opposing counsel, and working together in unison with a co-counsel and dealing with the trial.
I think understanding the ins and outs of the office work as it pertains to prosecution is probably one of the most important parts of what we do, because if you don't understand the office work, then you necessarily won't ever get in front of the judge in terms of filing informations, reviewing discovery, interviews, anything that's written down. You have to understand how that plays into what happens in open court. It's like riding a bike. If I've already figured out where my hands and feet should go, then I can put my head up and start to look around and see where I'm actually going.
Well, you see the confidence level of the students grow, but you see the enthusiasm. From the first day to the last, it's always the same. They come in with, ready and willing and wanting to do work, and they just love the experience.
I had 3 trials that went, and I remember getting that first guilty verdict and being able to stand in the well of the courtroom and look at that jury and to be able to argue for my case that I, really believed in, and to basically be able to ask a jury to convict somebody, the importance of that and the importance in my role in society and as a state attorney, how powerful and amazing that felt to be an advocate.
If you have any inclination towards the criminal justice system, whether it be as a prosecutor or as a defense attorney, there's almost no better way to explore that arena than to get in it before you're actually a licensed attorney.